So they come through back here, like, you know, when the clients are coming, they'll come back through here. Come in, these narrow stairs, be careful, man. So we come down these stairs, you know, and this is like an old basement, dude. Like, look at this, man. Turn this light on in here. This was a shop, man. I would cut here, and I had like a little radio right here on a plastic bin. And then I had like some chairs here. I remember one of my clients one time, the chair broke, bro. He fell right here. But look at, dude, like that's from the years of people sitting here. And I would be here for hours. I had like a cabinet right here for hours, dude. Like till 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning. You know, it's crazy. My grandma always put a cross everywhere I'm at, man. To be the ones that pray for you the hardest, you know. But yeah, and then I had like this little stylish chair down here, and I would just cut, dude. I would just cut. My name is Freddie Pintor. My real name is Federico Pintor III. As a kid, you know, I didn't like my name. I had all the kids calling me Fred. Like now that I'm old, like Fred's kind of an older name. And then as I got older, people know me as Freddie Pintor. Or Instagram, now people get known by their Instagram name, so a lot of people know me as Freddie Fades. I don't realize it until now, but I grew up with bad haircuts all my life. Bad. So when I was 18, I had my first girlfriend in Chicago. She told me one day, she's like, why don't you get a fade? And I was like, I get a fade, you know? I was talking about, like, I got a nice fade, you know? And she's like, no, like a real haircut. I was like, the whole time I'm thinking I'm getting hooked up. And I go to this guy named Beto, you know, like, he was actually cutting in his basement, not far from here, probably like 18 minutes from here. And I go in the basement, he had a few people down there, and I get like a haircut. And I noticed the difference, man. Like you could, you know, just the way a fade flows, you can just see it, you know, like it goes from light to dark. And I'd never seen that on my head before. And he had shaped up my goatee a little bit. And from there, like, I knew what a haircut was. And I liked that whole like environment he had down there, like that whole vibe. When I started shaving and like doing all that stuff, I just found a passion for it, man. And I was able to, like I said, throw my art into it and grow from there. But once I got in, I was fully vested in cutting hair.
I go back a couple years ago, we had a goose. We had a goose on the field, and it wouldn't get off the field. And so it kind of, you know, it stopped the game, whatever. And
who got it?
The security came on the field, they was running him. He would just fly to another area, right? And so then all of a sudden he just took off, and he was going, and then he flew to the scoreboard and fell down, and they had to pick him up. So it was the whole thing about a rally goose, and we ended up winning. We were down. I can't remember, you know, runs we scored, but that was probably the craziest thing I've seen
at a game.
In Detroit.
Like, you know, sometimes honestly, like it amazes me being like here. You know, that's one of like me. You know, like I mean, there's a lot of good barbers out there. Yeah, there's a lot of good barbers. You know, like to be cutting like the athletes being here. You know, from like sometimes like they'll tell the players like, oh, yo vengo de Indiana. You know, I'll tell them I'm coming from Indiana. Like Indiana, like, you know, it's not that far. You know, we're right there, but like I said, it's a small town. Chicago's so much bigger, and they got like more people are connected in Chicago. So like usually it's a Chicago person that's getting shown, and like they're the ones that are doing the big jobs. You know, I tell them like Indiana's not as bad as like some people like they say Indiana, they think like cornfields. Like there's not, you know, like, you know, there's a lot of cool people out here too. You know, and I always rep it, and you know, it's got like when you go out of town, you have to claim Chicago because they don't know Hammond. I can't go, you know, you can't go to New York and say, oh, you're from, like, I'm from Hammond. Like, you know, you have to say Chicago, you know, and we are that close. When I first saw Yoan, I thought he was a football player, dude. Like, he was a big guy, you know, and he was just real quiet, you know, and he, you know, like, I cut him in 18, and then like a couple times, and in 2019, between 18 and 19, the offseason, I didn't talk to him at all. So then in 19, he had called me and asked if I cut his hair before the home opener. I didn't expect to be like that close with them, you know, like to be able to go fly out and meet their family. Like I never expected that. Like I felt like we'd have a relationship where they come into Chicago and that would be it, you know, not to fly me out to Florida for his, you know, for his Halloween party and things like that. I never expected that. you know. But like I said, I did it like to help them out, like out of love, and with all the other players that I get, like I treat them the same, you know. I treat them all the same because like we're Latino, and like Phil, we gotta look out for each other, you know. Like who else is there to look out for us, you know? And not that we're all people and things like that, but man, you gotta at least like look out for your own, you know. And that's how I feel, like, you know. On top of, like I said, I love everybody, you know. But I'm like, how am I see a Latino and he don't understand things, and I'm like gonna just let it go without like, you know, like say like letting him understand, you know. And that's how I feel. Like that's why, you know, I always feel like we should always look out for each other.
Aisle. Tray tables are stowed. Seat backs upright. Please push the silver button on your armrest. And your seatbelt.
We're here, All-Star Game 2021. You know, next year, hopefully get some more players in there, man. They gotta show the White Sox some love. I like that, man. The team's in first place, and they got 3 pitchers and 1 guy that they brought in last. Come on, we're better than that. MLB's gonna see. I think Sam Anderson just gotta get.
You're cutting his hair, bro. You're cutting his hair.
I should be right now. That's a big thing, man. You fucking, yo, you went from, you know, like to be an all-star. Not everybody gets to even do that. Like, how many people make the pros and don't even get to an all-star game? When I started cutting the baseball players, I was like, man, I'll sometimes go do a house call and forget something. And I was like, oh my God, I gotta do a haircut. I forgot the one. I gotta do like, dude, like I've done that a few times. Like I look through my stuff, I'm like, oh my God, I forgot the half. I was like, and you turn around, you're like, you regroup. You're like, I'm looking at the mirror like, all right, Freddie, okay, I wanna do the other half. And bro, I've lace cut because then I gotta go old school. I gotta use a comb like and do it that way to execute the haircut. And I was like, I wanna bring them the shop. And I called one of my friends who does, he does car audio. And I've known him for years. And I said, Jason, I have an idea, man. I was like, I want to do a barbershop inside of a Sprinter van. But hang on, let me turn on the pole. So this is like the little captain chair. I thought about putting like a little waiting area for the people in case there's more than one obviously that needs to get a haircut. They got like little ice buckets. So sometimes, like when I start knowing the clients, I'll start knowing what they like to drink. Here I have the fridge. I have it stocked, like, you know, if I want the pictures or videos, like to make it look nice, you know, like appealing to the eye. These lights here, kind of light up, and it helps me. Oh, I also have the mirror light. Actually, that mirror does help me like see a little better. I have a working shampoo bowl right in here, so I can lean this chair back and put them in there. Then I have the hot towel machine, which is it's off right now, but it's right here. Man, I've never gone to the Skyway so much since I was a fucking kid, dude. Let's take this shit every day now. And then, like I told you, I went through the side road, like through Dalton or whatever. That's how I always usually take to for my grandmother's there, but shit, man. Dude, like, so when I first did the Yerminator haircut, it was late, and like they don't know what I'm capable of doing, like with designs and stuff. I used to do it all the time. You know, that's what I kind of got my name from, like my designs back in the day, I can say now, right? And I did it real quick, right? I put all the letters in, and then I like, you know, started razoring it in, and I like outlined it. And I colored it, and I told him, do not wash the color out because you want it to pop the next day. And he said you had to take a shower. I said, well, wash your hair, but don't wash the design. And the next day, one of my friends messaged me. It was like at 1:30. It was like at 1:30 in the afternoon, and he said, did you do this? And I seen it, the picture of you know, Mercedes, and he was like, it was a cool shot that they had of him.
Sí. Y me fue el play así mismo, vamos temprano. Tengo
I mean, for people that don't know me, I want you to see like I'm super regular, man. Like I want you to see like all my insecurities, all my flaws, because we all have them. But we all suck at something. For sure, like there's bro, we all suck. No, we all suck at a lot of things in life. You know, and some people are so scared to suck sometimes, you know, and like, I want to show you me not being good at things and trying them. I want you to see me fail and it be okay. You know, like you go through life for like what? You know, you live and it's like, you know, I want people to understand, like, you know, we're all here together. You know, and you know, you'd be amazed on what you can learn from people, man, and you can see how much we're all alike. You know. Pleasure, bro, man. To keep doing, man. Keep staying blessed, brother. At what level do you think I can